Diabetes mellitus is a group of metabolic diseases characterized by hyperglycemia resulting from defects in insulin secretion, insulin action, or both. The chronic hyperglycemia of diabetes is associated with long-term damage, dysfunction, and failure of various organs, especially the eyes, kidneys, nerves, heart, and blood vessels. That sounds like the entire body to me. Several pathogenic processes are involved in the development of diabetes. These range from autoimmune destruction of the B beta cells of the pancreas with consequent insulin deficiency to abnormalities that result in resistance to insulin action. The basis of the abnormalities in carbohydrate, fat, and protein metabolism in diabetes is deficient action of insulin on target tissues. Deficient insulin action results from inadequate insulin secretion and or diminished tissue responses to insulin at one or more points in the complex pathways of hormone action. Impairment of insulin secretion and defects in insulin action frequently coexist in the same patient, and it is often unclear which abnormality, if either alone, is the primary cause of the hyperglycemia, high blood glucose level in the blood. Symptoms of marked hyperglycemia include polyuria, polydipsia, weight loss, sometimes with polyphagia, and blurred vision. Impairment of growth and susceptibility to certain infections may also accompany chronic hyperglycemia. And the way I think about that is if you have extra sugars in the blood, this entire universe, all the bacteria and all the viruses and all the animals, they seek out the sugar because of its energy component. So if you get a cut on the bottom of your foot and your blood is spilling out lots of sugar, well, those bacteria are just going to thrive off of that sugar. So if you have a more of a normal level, that's kind of how we've evolved to have certain tolerances and certain levels. If a cut on the foot resulted in almost death, then we would have had a mechanism to have more thicker skin, perhaps. But, even if you get bacteria within the body and they find that blood supply and it's got all that sugar, well, that's, I believe, how these infections can just rage. Long-term complications of diabetes include retinopathy with potential loss of vision, nephropathy leading to renal failure or kidney failure, peripheral neuropathy with risk of foot ulcers, amputations, and Charcot joints, and autonomic neuropathy causing gastrointestinal, genitourinary, and cardiovascular symptoms, and sexual dysfunction. Patients with diabetes have an increased incidence of atherosclerotic, cardiovascular, peripheral arterial, and cerebrovascular disease. Hypertension and abnormalities of lipoprotein metabolism are often found in people with diabetes. So I would say if you could keep it keto, you could avoid a lot of these disasters. And by keeping it keto, I don't mean necessarily stay ketogenic 24/7. What I mean is cycle in and out, pay attention to your body. This weight management, this sugar, glucose management is vital to your quality of life. Unless you like to spend the majority of your life dealing with medical ailments and conditions. No thanks.
Thank you for watching. Keep learning and keep it keto. So keto.com.